how you can start your own B2B lead generation agency. In one day, I'm gonna show you how to pick the niche, how to create the offer, how to do the landing page. Pretty much when you go through this video, you will know everything that you need to know to launch a lead gen agency. And you are able to set it up in a day. So the first thing that I want you to understand is that this stuff actually works. So first of all, we have a screenshot of my bank statement, me making over 44,000 euros in 5 weeks through my lead gen agency. Pretty nice amount of money coming in. Then the second screenshot is a screenshot of results we have generated for one of our clients. We booked 17 qualified calls in 6 days for a digital marketing service that costs $25,000. So we are really good at getting results through the same system. Here's another screenshot of one of our clients' pipeline. I started working with them. I worked with them for 8 weeks. We took them from 16,000 euros a month to 88,000 euros a month. So completely changed their whole business doing this stuff. We have some customer wins. So Tony is someone who we showed this stuff to. She's absolutely amazing. She used our stuff. She used our frameworks, our cold email process, etc. Went from $0 to $40,000 a month in 6 months. Here's a screenshot of her signing a 7.5k a month contract, 12 months. Another example, Michael Choi, he also went from like 0 to 25k a month in like 4 months. Oliver Scarnell, he was running a social media marketing agency for 2.5 years, was still at $0 a month. And then he started working with us, learned how to build a lead gen agency. We showed him how to pick a niche, how to craft an offer. We helped him with everything. And he went from 0 to $17,000 a month in 35 days and then scaled to 35,000 euros a month in 18 weeks. And yeah, pretty much just wanted to take a few minutes to go through this screenshot so you know that you can confidently take this information and execute on it because it works. So the first thing you need to do to set up your lead generation agency today is pick a niche. And you need to pick a broad version 1 niche. A big mistake that a lot of people make is they pick a specific niche. They hear the saying riches are in the niches, so they pick a broad niche, a small niche, really specific one, and they just cross their fingers and they hope it works. That is not actually that good of a approach to it, because then it's just pretty much like you're not 100% sure it's gonna work. So you're gonna pick a broad version 1 niche that you're gonna dial in over time based on the feedback that you get from the market, the results that you get, etc. It needs to be a B2B industry that you understand or have experience in. And if you don't have any of that stuff, if you don't understand an industry, if you don't have experience in an industry, then at least you need to be a bit passionate or interested about it. But for example, if you have studied finance, then probably the financial industry is good for you. Or if you have run a marketing agency, then maybe the marketing and advertising industry is right for you. But it needs to be B2B industry, because otherwise you can't really leverage cold email that well. Second thing, it needs to have a clear value proposition or a problem that it solves. For example, if you work in the cybersecurity industry, it provides value to the companies by solving their issues and making sure that their systems won't get breached and hacked and their data won't get leaked, etc. Or marketing industry, the main value prop there is that it helps other industries grow their businesses and actually get more customers, get more leads, etc. So it needs to be clear value prop industry, or the industry needs to overall solve a problem in the marketplace. Also in the industry, you can't sell to a low ticket industry. You need to sell to an industry that sells higher ticket packages. Most of the B2B industries are this way, but you just need to make sure that you are not going accidentally for an industry where like the average company sells a $50 product once. Also, the niche that you're gonna pick, it needs to be easy to target. If the niche isn't easy to target, you're pretty much just shooting yourself on the foot and making it harder than it needs to be from the get-go. Sometimes I get these questions on social media, people DM me, they're like, yo bro, like I wanna go for this XYZ industry, but I don't know how to scrape leads for this industry. I'm like, why are you going for that industry in the first place? It's just gonna be a hassle down the line. So make sure that you're able to find these companies, you're able to find their email address, fairly simple. Then the industry also needs to be growing, so don't sell for markets that are shrinking or disappearing from the planet. So basically things like newspaper companies, for example, they are disappearing day by day compared to technology or marketing or cybersecurity. These companies that are logically just growing because there's gonna be more demand for the service in the market as the technology advances. I'm not saying that technology is the only market that you can go to, but it needs to be a growing industry. You can just Google it and you'll find out the information fairly quickly. Then the industry on average needs to have some money. So once again, like don't go for super small companies. Don't pick a niche where the average company is broke. Then what you do is you craft a broad niche specific offers. Once again, you don't need to invent anything crazy here. You just need to have an offer that you can go to the market with. So you're able to offer something to these companies. And then based on what the companies tell you and the feedback that you get, you're able to dial and craft and change your offer based on the feedback that you're getting. This is the positive feedback loop system that we have used, and it works extremely well. So you craft a broad niche specific offer. It needs to have a clear measurable end result. So you need to be able to tell to these companies what they actually get when they work with you. It needs to have a long-term time frame. When your offer has a longer-term time frame, it attracts companies that have more of a longer-term vision and they actually are looking to work with a high-quality company. Also, the offer needs to be 100% done for you. If you haven't already made like 50 G's a month in that niche multiple times, and like if you clearly aren't a great expert, if you don't have case studies, like you don't really want to go go into done with you or do it yourself, because it's going to be harder to get results that way. So you need to do done for you 100%. Like you do everything for the client. Why? Bigger prices, easier to sell. You will get better in the niche and in the products that you're actually selling. Plus, you're going to get better results for your clients. So it needs to be a 100% done for you offer. You need to have a unique mechanism. So you need to have some kind of a mechanism that you use to deliver the results, and it needs to be logically backed. So for example, AI personalized cold outreach, outbound at scale, cold email marketing funnels, whatever. It needs to be something a bit unique from what the market is right now using. You need to have a guarantee. So what if shit goes wrong? What if they don't get results? What if they're not happy? Whatever it might be, you need to have a guarantee. Like you can, for example, do performance-based pricing, pay per call. If you do setup fees, you can do guarantee on the setup fee. If they don't get X results in Y time, you refund all their money or whatever it might be, but you need to have a guarantee. And these are pretty much the structure that you're going to use for your offer. So I help then your version 1 niche to your offer's end result. So I help IT companies to make extra $100,000 in your offer time frame without the common pain in the niche. So with a quick Google search, scroll through some forums, talk to a few people in the industry, you're able to figure out like what is the common pain point in the niche in terms of lead generation. For example, marketing agencies usually rely a lot on referrals. Tech companies might be struggling with hiring SDRs and whatever it might be in your industry without the common pain point in the niche using your mechanism. And this is what it looks like when actually put to practice. So I help cybersecurity companies in the US market generate an extra $360,000 top line revenue in 12 months or less without spending a dime on PPC ads using AI leveraged cold outreach at scale. So super simple. Someone can read it. They know boom immediately who you work with, what you do for them, how long does it take, what is the thing that I don't have to do, and what is the mechanism that we use to get these results. The third thing you need to do, now you have your niche and offer, so we need to have a funnel. Because of course, when you're sending cold emails to people, they're going to be checking your website, they're going to be Googling your company name, your domain, they're going to be checking your LinkedIn, and you need to have some kind of a funnel where people can go to and find more information about your business. In the funnel, you don't need to do anything crazy, you don't need to have any crazy funnels, you just need 3 elements on your landing page. First thing you need is you need a headline, and pretty much your headline is just going to be how to get this end result in this time frame without doing this thing using this mechanism for your version 1 niche company. How to generate an extra $380,000 for a cybersecurity company based in the US without using PPC ads in 12 months or less using AI leverage cold outbound, whatever it might be. So you're just kind of a simple headline claiming exactly what they can get, what they're going to learn, and how valuable it is. Then when you have the headline, you're going to have a video sales letter. And in a second, I'm going to show you how to write a good video sales letter, but you're going to have a video sales letter. And if the landing page like doesn't have really anything else, you have a headline, you have a VSL, like they're going to naturally go through the VSL if they're interested in learning more, and you're able to sell them way harder in the VSL to actually book a call with you. And the third thing that you need on your funnel is book a call button. So you need a call to action. If they get interested and they want to learn more and they want to hop on a call with you and they are looking to buy your service, you need to make it super easy for them to book a call. You need to have a button that they can press to book a call. Boom, it leads to your Calendly, and that's pretty much the only things that you need on your funnel. And here's once again an example of what a funnel can look like or what a landing page can look like. So here we can see for financial advisors in the US, how to generate an extra $50,000 profit in 42 weeks using military grade outbound strategy. Here the unique mechanism is a bit funny one, but once again, like you see, there's a headline, we have a VSL, and we have a call to action, the green button that says start scaling. Someone can press that, boom, and they're gonna get redirected to a Calendly where they can pick a time for them that works and book a call. Then for a video sales letter script, now you're wondering, okay, boom, that makes sense, I can build it in 5 minutes, but what do I say in my VSL? And we want to keep the VSL once again fairly simple because we don't know exactly what the market wants and needs and is looking to get. So we are building a fairly simple VSL. First thing you need on your VSL is an intro. So you're gonna just explain what you're gonna show them. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to your offer for your niche. So they know immediately they start the video, they're like, okay, boom, this is what I'm gonna get, this is what I'm gonna learn, this is what I'm gonna see. They're either gonna be interested or they're not gonna be interested. So just say what you're gonna help them do it. And then also after that, you're gonna do an identification. So you're pretty much reeling the people in and also disqualifying already the people who shouldn't be watching the video. So if you're a CEO, owner, a co-founder, or a CMO in the cybersecurity market based in the US, looking to scale your company, then stick around. So then they're like, okay, this is for me, boom, perfect. You have reeled them in a bit more, or they're gonna be like, ah, shit, I'm not that person, and they're gonna leave, and you're not gonna have like random calls in your calendar. Second thing, you're gonna explain your VSL. What do you do? So what is the problem you solve for companies? And then you're gonna explain who you do it for. So who is your perfect customer, and you're gonna call them out once again. So this is for you if you have this pain point, if you're looking to get this end result, if you have failed at this. Then the fourth thing, you explain your VSL, how you do it. So once again, you don't need to explain in-depth detail on what your mechanism is, but you need to spark some interest by covering your method. You need to show them that this actually is better than the thing that they tried out before. So for example, let's say we're selling to cybersecurity companies, and we know that cybersecurity companies usually try to get more leads through pay-per-click advertising on Google. So then we need to cover our mechanism to show why this is better than pay-per-click advertising, like why this makes more sense. And you don't really want to reveal too much because you want to leave some sauce, you want to leave some interest for the call. And the last thing you do is you just explain how they can find out more. So you just do a call to action to book a call. Fourth thing that you're going to do is customer acquisition. So of course we need to start getting some leads and clients. And the first three steps, the niche, the offer, and the funnel, these are things that you can do immediately. And a lot of these next things like customer acquisition and everything, like you can already start doing, but also a lot of these things are things that you just need to understand in the future. So I'm going to go through these ones as well. So you're actually able to pretty much set everything up, and you are going to have a clear roadmap for everything after you watch this video. So customer acquisition, first thing you do is you go ahead and you buy 10 domains with 2 email accounts. So you go to Google Workspace, or Google Domains, or GoDaddy, or Namezy, whatever, with burner email addresses. So for example, if your agency's name is levimarketing.com, you buy domains saying levimarketingxyz.com or trylevimarketing.com. You buy 10 domains, and for every single domain, you create 2 email accounts. For example, Levi at domain name and Levi Eerola at domain name. Then you go to Instead.ai and you start warming those domains up. So you go through their warm up process, super simple, super easy. They have all the SOPs on how to do it. So you warm up those domains for 14 days. So then when you start sending your emails, you actually are gonna land in the primary inbox. So make sure that you do it for 14 days. You scrape a broad list of leads from your niche. So you go to Apollo.io or Lead Hype. You verify the lead list with Neverbounce. So you go to Neverbounce, you put the lead list that you just scraped in the Neverbounce. It's gonna verify the leads. It's gonna show you which ones you shouldn't send to and which ones you should send to. You're gonna get a verified list of leads. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna write 3 cold email variations. So you're gonna go ahead and open a Google document or go to Instantly, and you're gonna start writing cold email variations. And then when you have written your 3 cold email variations, you're gonna write 3 email follow-up sequence. So a follow-up sequence, 3 emails. If someone doesn't reply to the first message, you're gonna get the second message, third message, and fourth message. I'm gonna show you in a second how to do all of those things, but you need to write these things up. Then when you're ready, when you have a lead list, when you have your domains, when you have gone through the 14-day warm-up process, when you have written your emails, you verified everything, then you are able to launch your campaigns. And that is going to be the most exciting part. And for cold emails, this is the structure here. So for a subject line, you're just going to use quick question. You don't need to overcomplicate it. It works super well. We're going to start the email off by saying hi first name. So you're going to have a merge field that automatically puts your prospect's first name there. So if my prospect's name is John, you just say hi John, and then you're going to do location-based personalization. So for example, if you are targeting the US, and now is the 5th of July 2023, so you could just say, if all of your prospects are from the US, you could just say, hi John, I hope your 4th of July went super great and everything was safe. Wanted to reach out to you since, and then your offer, wanted to reach out to you since we help cybersecurity companies just like yourself to make an extra $380,000 in 12 months without using any PPC ads by using cold email outbound. Then you are gonna plug in your guarantee or a case study. If you're just starting out, you won't have a case study, but then you're just gonna drop your guarantee. We do this fully based on performance, so you don't need to worry about you losing money in the partnership. Mind if I send more information, and then your signature, regards, Levi Eerola marketing, blah, 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 whatever it might be. Super simple email structure, and you're gonna write 3 of these. And the things that you wanna change out is you wanna just try out different ways to word out your offer. So you could say, we help you make an extra $380,000 in 12 months, or we help you get 6 new clients every 6 months, or we help you get 10 new sales calls every single month. And you just wanna test out different ways to word out your offer to see what resonates most in your industry, because some people understand some things better and some industries resonate with different things better than others. So we want to test out these things so you're actually able to always make it better. So then for follow-ups, you're just going to keep this once again really simple. So if someone doesn't respond to the first email after 2 days, send them a quick reminder email. Hi John, just wanted to make sure that you got the email that I sent you a few days ago about cold email lead generation or about generating more revenue for a cybersecurity company. Did you have time to check it? Then the second email, if they don't reply to your first follow-up, you're going to send them an email after 5 days, and you can do all of this automatically inside Instantly. If they don't reply to it, they're going to automatically get ROI breakdown or more information. So pretty much just giving them more information about how it works, how it makes them more money, what is the expected ROI for the cybersecurity company. companies. And if they don't reply to that email, then 7 days after getting the second follow-up, they're gonna get a breakup email, which is just pretty much gonna be, yo John, I've tried to send you a few emails about generating $380,000 for a cybersecurity company in the next 12 months or less, but it seems like you're really busy on your end, so I won't be reaching out anymore. If there's anything that we can help with, let us know. Thank you, bye. So we're just gonna do like a last check. And this is a really good structure. We have really good performance on cold emails by doing this. Then for a sales process, so now you have your cold emails, you're getting positive replies, people are gonna be hopping on calls with you, so of course now you need a sales process to actually close those people who hop on meetings with you. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna split your sales process into 2 different calls. So you're gonna first do a discovery call where you just pretty much figure out what the company is doing, if it actually would be able to work together, you spark some interest, and you just pretty much get all the information that you need. And then if they are fit, based on discovery call, you're gonna book a demo call with them. And on the demo call, you're gonna explain them what it looks like to work with you, what do you actually do, what is the time frame, what is the pricing, what are the guarantees, and then you're going to close them. And this way you're always able to make sure that you have a bit of time to think about what you're gonna offer to them in between. Plus you're able to do things like make sure that all the decision makers and every single person is gonna be on the demo decision making call. And yeah, the discovery call is gonna be 30 minutes long, so you don't need to do it any longer. If you see that all of your calls are going a bit longer than 30 minutes, either try to make it shorter or maybe make your discovery call 45 minutes, but we always do 30, and just ask questions like what problems they are solving for their customers, who do they sell to, what do they actually sell, do they have any guarantees, do they have any case studies, relevant information that you want to have for sending cold emails. In this call, you don't want to do any selling, you don't want to do any pricing, you don't want to do any offers. Some prospects might be asking like, what is your price? Just tell them, yeah, no worries, it's all custom, I'm going to tell it to you in the next call. We just first need to figure out if it actually makes sense for us to work together. Then if they seem qualified, if you actually want to work with them, you're going to do a mini pitch to spark curiosity. In 30 seconds, explain what you do and what kind of results you can get them. So like a little bit like spark their curiosity. Yeah, John, it sounds great. I think we could definitely work together and we could definitely help you make at least $300,000 in the next 12 months by actually taking the niche that you're already targeting and hitting them up with some cold emails and tying in your offer into it and whatever it might be specific to the case, but you like take 30 seconds to like spark curiosity and get them more engaged in the process and get them actually interested in your offer. And then also if they're qualified, you're going to book a demo call. Hey John, like I said, this call isn't for selling. We are not going to do any pricing, etc. But what I'm going to do after this call is I'm going to go and we're going to think through what kind of proposal, what kind of offer we're going to give you, and we will present it to you in the next call. So do you have time for the demo call next Thursday or next Friday, 2 p.m? And they're going to tell you, yeah, Thursday, 2 p.m. Boom, you go there and then you're going to actually pitch them. Then on the demo call, once again, it's going to be 30 minutes. Make sure that all decision makers are in the call. So you don't want to get hit with the, yeah, we need to talk to the other co-founders, whatever. Make sure that everyone is there who needs to be there to make a decision. So you can just close there immediately on the call. Recap the discovery answers. So just quickly go through like what you talked about in the last call. Hi John, by the way, we just talked about in the last call, you mentioned that you do this and you do sell to these people and you do these things. Make sure that this information is still accurate based on what you talked about in the discovery call. You go through your pitch, you explain what you can actually do for them, how you do it, what kind of results they can expect, how much does it cost, and then go for the close, ask if they actually want it. Then they're going to tell you no, they're going to have some objections. We are worried about this, we are worried about that, we don't want to do this because of this. Just overcome those objections, agree with them like, yeah, John, that makes sense, but, and then overcome the objection and close again. And then you just do that, close until they give you a firm yes or no. Like just keep spinning through it until they tell you like, yeah, we do not want it, this is not for us, it's too expensive and you can't overcome it. You're like, yeah, John, but like they're like, nah, fuck you. Or they're gonna say yes. And then when they say yes, you're gonna book an onboarding call. They're like, okay, boom, John, amazing, let's start working together. Let's have our onboarding call on Monday. It's gonna take 45 minutes of your time, and after that we're able to prepare all the campaigns for you. So would Monday 11 a.m. or 1 p.m. EST work for you? 1 p.m. and you book in the onboarding call, send the invoice, get contract signed, and pretty much just get everything prepared, all the legalities and all the payment stuff, etc. before the onboarding call. Then on the onboarding call, it's going to be a Zoom call, and you're just gonna go through things like who is their ideal client, like who do they want to actually work with, what do they actually sell. So like go through in depth what their offer is, what results they provide, what kind of problems they solve. Go through their case studies, like what are some results that they have gotten for their clients, do they have any guarantees, like what happens if you don't get results for your clients, what are the customer pain points, like why would anyone even work with them, like what problems do they actually solve and what pain points do they get rid of for their customers, what kind of language do they use, and also like what is their 60-second elevator pitch. Like I always like to ask my customers like, yo John, like if you had 60 seconds to explain to your ideal customer what you actually do and like how do you pitch yourself, like that usually like gives you great information about the company that you can use in the cold email. So I'm just pretty much trying to get as much information, writing it down, so then when you're actually running cold emails for them, you actually have all the information to work through. And then when you have onboarded your customers, customer, you're gonna go through, of course, service delivery. So what you're gonna do, you're pretty much gonna repeat the exact same process that you did for yourself. Buy 10 domains with 2 email accounts, use their name, use their company name in the domain name. So pretty much you are gonna be sending emails in their behalf. So when I look like it's someone sending from their company, warm up the domains with instantly, scrape a lead list like you did for yourself, verify it with never bounce once again, use the same cold email structure to write 3 cold email scripts, write the follow-up sequences like you wrote for yourself, launch campaigns, let it roll for 7 to 10 days, go back, look at the data, what is working, what isn't working, okay, nothing is working, boom, we need to come up with better angles, look at the feedback, iterate based on that. And then when you're getting positive replies on the cold email campaign, so when actually people are hitting up like, yeah, I would actually be really interested in your cybersecurity services, then you're pretty much just using Calendly to book calls in your client's calendar, and they are able to go to the calls and just close. And boom, that is the first repetition done. That is the round number 1. You have now done it once, and now you have set it up once, and you have gone through the experience once. And that is still way better than trying to make everything perfect, because then when you have done it once, you're probably 100 times smarter than the person who's trying to make everything perfect in 6 months. So if you actually want to learn how to do this in depth, so I know that this is a fairly short YouTube video, and I can't go into extreme detail on this, because that would be like fucking 6 hours long. What you can do is you can go to agentvelocity.io, and there we have a more in-depth breakdown on actually how to do this stuff. So go to agentvelocity.io, and then just there, the free training should be immediately there in front of your eyes. So go through it and start building this thing out for yourself. It was a pleasure. Drop me a like if you like this video. Drop me a dislike if you absolutely hated it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.